I mean, credit where credit is due. 100 Thieves are killing it right now. You can't really say shit to them. They're proving the point that they're actually here to play. I mean, Boostio has completely turned this franchise around. I mean, pay the guy, okay? In kickoff, this team looked scared. They looked tentative, and I don't want to discredit anybody. Obviously, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it just seems that Boostio has just made fun of them a little bit. Hey guys, you're all playing scared. You're all playing like wimps. Like, stand up for yourself. Get in their face. Stop respecting them. I mean, Boostio is calling you a pig every day in practice. You know how frustrating that must be? And you're like, oh, I gotta prove this guy wrong. He needs to shut up right now. 5'7" guys calling you a pig. What can you say back? He won the championship. What can you even say back to him? You just sit there and you nod your head and you listen. Now, let's go ahead and watch Loud here make a big mistake and let the snowball of 100 Thieves build here. So, as we've seen before in former videos, what happens here is a pump on the B site. 2 brim smokes are used, we threw a little utility, and a lot of counter utility was thrown by the defenders. The wall is up, the smoke is coming down, the mosh pit is coming in. The call here is that, hey, there's a lot B, let's run A. The mistake that we make here is saadhak reads his ult in this moment. I think using the Rolling Thunder, either backside, U-haul, short, anything like that is going to be super valuable, right? We're winning 3-0. We want this snowball to continue to roll. It doesn't necessarily matter that this is an eco. This is getting a little uncomfortable, right? We're TPing. We're in close corner positions. We only have 1 smoke. Let's use ults to win rounds. That is how we snowball. That is how we go forward. We're getting a little greedy here, okay? Awesome. He's in a great position. Okay, we use a little utility, not a lot. 1 dig. 1 dig. 4v3 situation. Asta buying a lot of time, gets caught with his gun out. Quick with some great trades. 3v3 now. Kind of hard stalling. Less watching the flank. Cryo takes a great timing here. Why is he coming out on timing there? Because he hears the bomb tap, okay? So he's going to try to use the fact that someone is planting the bomb to come out on timing. We don't have a perfect count. We don't know where everyone is. And unfortunately, Les is too far away. He's been holding the flank this entire time. But could potentially be some sort of anti-strat, by the way, there, that they know that Les is going to be separated from the pack. With this kill, he gets his ult, delays the point even more. Zeke takes 80 damage, and they're going to TP back. Really well played by Bang. He actually made noise and revealed himself in market about 10 seconds ago, and I think that's why they're so hard looking at this here, and they kind of don't really expect him to be in this position. They might expect him to just kind of like play disciplined or wait. They jump out. They're looking at the A rotators. No one's ready for this. Great 2 shots from Bang, and a great start for 100 Thieves. We're in a position now where we're going to see an example of 100 Thieves using ults to win rounds. This is what we need to see from Loud this game. saadhak is on the same Rolling Thunder he got on the 4th round. It is now round 7. How long are you going to keep cooking that thing, man? I mean, it's burnt. Like, throw it away at this point. You've held on to it for so long, and you're just stopping yourself from snowballing the half. You're going to get 1 Rolling Thunder off this half, and I'd ask you the question, what is the point of even picking the agent if you're going to be able to ult once? Regardless, EU's in a position where he's dealing with Les's lurk right now. He's going to use a Prowler. He gets latched onto the corner. He understands that this is a problem, right? This is his last Prowler. Les could still be up here. He didn't clear it. He didn't figure it out. What is he going to do? He's going to put himself in a position where he can use his ults, okay? They use a drill, which really gets the reaction out of it, and then the confirmation comes. That is a second ping. Okay, 2 people are getting pinged there, Viper and Breach. They know that it's only 2. Okay, I'm a little worried about Shower now. My teammate's in a kind of position where he's holding it. We're backing up, we're playing retake. Why would we play retake here? Because they can blow up the site, right? EU don't want to get caught out in U-haul, right? To that Rolling Thunder, that stun combo with the Brim ult, we're just going to die, right? They're going to commit to their B stack. We're fine over here. We don't need to, go crazy yet. There's not even a reason to move just yet. Loud has now moved back to B. Knife comes through. Stun comes through. Okay, Breach was an A guy, right? Breach used a drill A, now he's stunning over here. Okay, it's probably going to be B. With that confirmation, we can now watch these guys kind of move here. So, this is a great job against multiple ults. What do we want to do against multiple ups? We want to disrupt them. We don't want to just let them push us over and combine into the bomb site. Bang's in a forward position, and his teammates can use him. Okay, guys, peek off me, play off me, let me die. I got first, whatever it is. Cryo does a great job holding here. I think this is a good idea. He doesn't have any utility to use, right? You want to be disruptive. You don't want to let him get in, right? There's no smoke. He takes a peek. Zine goes early. Is it bad that he's going on the weak side early? Not necessarily. He does have KO ult, so he isn't going to die. He could get really good info for them to be able to, react off of, and that's kind of like what happens here. We end up using the Brim ult and a nade. Get 2 trades here. Cryo again, just kind of like repositioning on good timing and getting some kills here. Knocks down 2. We heard the res. We know the last guy's there. What do we do here? We just jiggle him out. We just make this unwinnable. Look at this guy. Well, he tried at least. And Crowd puts himself in a position where he can trade. So even though they didn't jiggle him out and make that unwinnable, he put himself in a forward position where he could trade. So they were all on the same page. I'm fighting him. Guys, come trade me. Come get me. Good job. Now, Sadhak dies, right? Didn't use his ult. Now they're going to save next. He's not going to use it again, and then there's going to be another gun run. He's going to have one Rolling Thunder this half. Use your ults. With our Vipers put in the B long position and Boostio watching like this hookah, contact here, they're happy on B, right? What do you want to do? Do you want to shove long? Okay, we're going to molly you and you're going to run through that gas. You can't get through. Okay, you want to try to abuse the fact that we have long and you want to pop on a Sukkah? I'm going to stay back in a really defensive position. I'm going to hold the contact on the entrance, and if you show up, my Raze is going to go through with a grenade and he's going to kill you in the back, right? Great bind setup, very textbook. Now, on A, Loud actually does a good job of pumping here, right? So the knife is thrown, the fault line is thrown, and the flash is thrown. What does that get? It gets this molly out, it gets that dart out, and it's going to get a tether out here in a second. So this is really good for them, right? They've burned a lot of utility, and this entrance, to the bomb site should be a little weaker than normal. So they dodge a mosh here, and they're getting ready to go. We have good timing here, coming out. Also ends up pops his rocket. I mean, this is an unreal 2K, and him and Cryo are fighting, right? They're getting active. The normal mistake that would happen here is someone like Austin is put in a corner back to a wall, and he's kind of like jittery, right? He wants to fight something. He knows that he can't just keep sitting there, so he jumps out in the open, and Brimstone's in there to capitalize. But look at Cryo on the minimap here. He's out here helping him. He knows that they outshower, right? He's using his minimap to like assist him. He knows that they can't be up short. Why? They're walled off, and a rocket just blew up there. He's not just sitting there and waiting. He's actually accomplishing something. EU still here showing presence, ends up gets traded out. With that, instantaneous accession of risk. Okay, my teammate died, my 2 teammates are B, I'm going to slow it down, right? 3 versus 2, I'm going to play my win condition. What is my win condition? Understanding what happens in a man disadvantage. We, Loud, are going to equalize. What are we going to try to do? We're going to try to kill you. We're going to try to narrow it down to you. We're going to try to flank you, kill you, trade you out, whatever it is. We know you're alone. So what does he do? He backs up. Backs to a wall, okay? I'm sitting in a corner. I'm waiting. I'm just jiggling. I'm just waiting. I'm holding for my own push. I don't really like this play from Loud here. Les mollies off his own push, and Tui's is solo flanking him. It's the only angle that can be, people can come from, right? Unless Les pushes his own molly. He's kind of like looking at both. Ends up killing 2Es because he doesn't really need to look at the front. Les didn't use his ult here. 1v3, pretty unwinnable. And what do we talk about with teamwork here? Look at Boostio, selfless, jumping out in the open. Look at me, look at me, look at me, jumping out in the open. He's not playing for the kill here. What is he playing to do? He's playing to distract the best Sentinel player in Americas, okay? He's trying to drag his crosshair to the left so he's an easy trade for his teammates, taking advantage of the situation and applying it. Again here, let's watch the situation recognition and what people are doing in it. They don't want you to get set up. They don't want you to be comfortable. They're going to get in your face, and they're going to use the fact that they are winning and they are shooting, and they're not going to give you shit, okay? We're going into another B take here as Loud. QCK is going to satchel in to the green box position. Boostio is aware of that, okay? Look at Boostio on the map here. You see how he's like worried about the satchel? He's like, okay, he's close elbow to me. I'm going to wait. Bang, I can come out on timing. EU is now going to spam all of his utility to keep Bang alive. Prowlers are coming through. The dart is coming through. He's buying time. QCK hasn't killed anybody. He hasn't made any more noise. Boostio has no reason to go out. He's just going to play in the smoke, and he's going to wait. He does not need to make a move here, right? He's sitting. He's waiting. This is how you take advantage of a bomb site player. Make sure they go all the way to your bomb site player where he's either about to die, right, or he did die. Then you can kind of like take that timing. Now he hears QCK move. He hears those raised steps. He's going to get ready to peek on timing here. The Prowler's coming out front site. Okay, Bang's throwing a molly. They're going to try to double peek this here. Bang ends up getting caught out, but he gets 2 here. Goes for another transfer, ends up dying. QCK holding the spawn flood. I don't know what that was. Steps in the molly. Les is planning here. Why is it a mistake? Because he has ult. You need to set up right now. These players are in transition. One just TP'd, one's deep spawn, one's last seen like elbow area, like whatever it is. I don't understand why he doesn't ult here. He takes a while. They understand, all right, this is it right here, right? If this gets set up, we're screwed. They're just going to sit in there with SMGs and we're going to lose. I'm nading this. I'm going here. Come with me now. Here we go. I don't understand why Quick isn't in this smoke holding this with an SMG. That decay would hit him instantly for 50 and just drop him down. Austin is currently at no armor right now, so 3 hits would just kill him right here. And EU follows it up. But we're not contesting the choke point properly. I think this is kind of like an unfortunate spray. This next death is really awesome. You know, not much you can really do about that, but that's a tilter. Thieves makes a really nice attempt here, trying to clutch. I think he outplays himself just a little bit here. He tries to walk out on timing with this ult, thinking that Cryo is going to be over in this position, but he ends up crossing to the left here. So, again, well played by Cryo. I mean, this guy's 19-4. You know, this really, you hate to see it as a Loud fan. I mean, this is going to be really hard to beat. Thieves now is going to show us a really cool trap play. But again, just wanted to highlight at the end of this here, the team play and what being on the same page and what working together can accomplish. If you are doing something with a teammate or multiple of them, it can't be a bad play, right? Sometimes it's not the best possible, but it can't be bad. Why? Because you're doing it together. You're not alone. You're not brute forcing it. And this is what we'd love to see, you know, in NA Valorant here. Rocket comes in from Quick. Unfortunately, doesn't get one. Didn't have his rocket primed. Tether comes in with a Brim ult. Really nice combo here. Nice little reposition. Smoke's going to go down. EU, off me, off me. Cryo, okay, heard that. I'm anti-flash, right? Nice little setup. That's all I have to say. Now they can go quiet and they can just focus on their crosshair. Flash comes in, EU turns, gets a kill. Cryo's ready to peek and stop them from coming out. Thieves has to make the trade here. He ends up dying because of it because he's not looking at him. Flash jumps out, 2v1, dead. I mean, this is really impeccable so far. I mean, what they're showing on defense here. This team is seriously here to play. I think this is a nice round to showcase what confidence can do and what it really means to a team. 10-6, win this round, win the game, basically. They're in a position where half of them are saving, half of them have kept the guns that they have saved. And if 100 Thieves just wipe them out here, it's just going to be really easy pickings going on out. They're going to have a couple ults they can snowball with, and they can eventually close out the game doing what's called an Overwatch round, where you can just stockpile 3-4 ults when you're at 12 rounds, and you can really just sucker punch them at one point and just knock them out cold, right? So going up here, we have a classic 4-1 split. The flashes are going to come in with the satcheling. Now, what's interesting about this is Extremity players will usually react based on the resistance that the pack gets, right? Is the pack really getting met with a lot of utility and stuffed? If so, I'm going to walk up, right? It's probably weak side on me. I might have a good 1v1 I want to take. In this situation, the dart isn't broken. Austin doesn't see anyone, and we don't get any utility thrown at us. But it doesn't matter because Bang just peeks. Solo showers, I mean, expectant that they're going to be there, and he still peeks anyway. He could contain and wait for the push and wait for them to TP or whatever, but he just peeks, okay? And I respect it at this point, because he just does not give a shit. And the shot's going in favor of Bang. 5v4 situation, they're locked into U-Haul. CTs are not on the same page at all, unfortunately. They weren't playing triple helping the shower player. The shower player didn't come over to help them. Thieves is doing a good job of playing the advantage here. They're trying to get active. They know there's only one remaining position, right? And, you know, they're just trying to clear him out here and just force him into the open where they can punish him. Time ticking. And we're all together. 3-4 guns looking at the same angle. The energy's high. This is the type of stuff you need on your map pick to win these series. This is just an awesome round to show. Again, backpacking on that confidence idea. When you are up, you play like you're up. You take risks, and you do whatever the hell you want. They're on the back foot, right? They have to consider all this stuff that we've been throwing at them. They have to play our game. And when 100 Thieves take a great moment here, okay, when they have these ults to run a fake here, right? There's not going to be a lot of resistance against these ults, right? You're really just going to run from them. There's big, scary stuff to thrash the rocket. You don't want to sit there and face check it if you're loud. This round is the game right here, right? People are going to play tentative. This is an excellent call. So what they're going to do is they're going to run a fake here, okay? And it's going to be based on opportunity. How free is that B site? And with that information, what are we going to do with it? Thrash is going to come out with a stim, okay? Sadak is probably calling 3, okay? A dart is thrown. That means 4. 4 towards B guys. Viper's A, right? Watch how far back this Thrash pushes them. They now have no information. Les has smoked himself off long, and he's just sitting there waiting. Sadak has given the bomb site completely. They have no vision lines, and they probably can't hear that much. Rocket is now going to come in. Okay, fully coming in here. Again, still can't really get a good count, trying to come through. Look at the rotation from the A players. I'm over there, I'm trying to get over there, I'm turning the rocket off, I'm dropping a smoke, we can flood out. I mean, this is World War III for these guys. The game is on the line here, and this is an excellent job by Boostio for understanding that and then applying it and making a play with it. Quick is now left on his own, Bang has worked at the U-Haul, he's died, that's a B player. Now look at the kind of like panic that the CTs are being put in. 2E's abandons Cow and Zine, tries to cheat over to A, okay, he's trying to win the round. They're not playing together. Cow and Zine gets caught off and dies. No one can really trade him here. Look at Asuna. Asuna doesn't have to do anything. Asuna doesn't have to kill anybody. Asuna just has to sit there and rot in the bomb site. They're going to waste 5, 6 seconds clearing him out. Maybe he gets a kill. Maybe he does damage. Anything like that is good, right? Because they still have to come all the way over here. And then they got to clear out the site. And then they got to tap the bomb. And then they got to get on the bomb. And then they got to defuse the bomb. And little do they know, they're running out of time. So fast forwarding, you know, nothing too crazy happens here other than just, you know, textbook kind of like baiting for a trade. 4v4 situation now. Time's getting low. Look at Cryo in a position to play a molly. We have a mosh pit still. We have a tether. I mean, it's just really unwinnable. No one's playing U-Haul. This is, you know, another great call out here. They have Brimbolt. Let's not play U-Haul. We're just trying to stop them from getting to the bomb. It's burning now. I'm Bang. All I have to do is live. I don't even have to shoot my gun anymore. Time's out. Nice try, fellas. Stats, players. No, I'm just kidding. It's unwinnable. Because of 100 Thieves, man. It's well played. There's nothing really too crazy to show here, other than the economy management of the 100 Thieves. They just play a standard anti-eco round and end up winning it, but I just want to showcase kind of like what guns they bring into it. If they're going to buy guns, they're going to be ones that are worth buying, right? So we have 2 Bulldogs and a Guardian. As you can see, this credit is really, really low on Boostio. He keeps his Deagle that he had on pistol round, and he drops Cryo a gun, right? So now what can happen is Cryo can, you know, play aggressive and kill everybody, because that's why he gets paid that much money to do so, right? Boostio can sit there and call and play his role. And now, when we get to this second round after we win, let's check the gun spread here. So now, Cryo has enough to buy the op. Boostio gets his Guardian back, okay? EU had a Marshall, and he ends up, you know, buying an actual Vandal here. And the people who had the lesser rifles get to carry them into the next round. So this is great management, great game planning, and it's going to shut Loud down this entire half. In this round, we're going to break down how 100 Thieves masked the fact that they were playing together here, okay? There's no flank turret. Okay, we're kind of scared of all positions here. Loud does a terrible job of leveraging the fact of that, and they kind of just sit there and cower, and they let them get zoned. So when the bomb goes down here, Sadak is immediately going to back up. His turret's getting ready to come up. He's kind of looking for a kill, doesn't really have it. He's thrown his dart. Asuna really hasn't made noise right now. EU has jumped out backside. Asuna is still shift walking. Still hasn't made any noise. EU has tapped, and he's just randomly shooting his gun. He's not sticking. He's just randomly shooting gun. He's making a bunch of noise. It almost seemed like he was trying to bait for Asuna to flank there. And because of that, Les is looking at the flank, and this is a completely unwinnable situation. They double hold while Wigman defuses, and he had to peek, right? So, very well played from 100 Thieves again. This guy just went like 27-5 on the first map. He's 13-4 right now, and he's just dominating you with the op. I don't know why Loud's game plan has not adjusted to, alright guys, let's fuck around, see if we can find him, and then run the other way instantly. Run away from this guy, man. He is just killing 3 of you every time he sees you. So what ends up happening here is we get the grace of God, okay? Les gets to live here, okay? He ends up kind of like jiggling this out, okay, accidentally, and lives. Get the hell out of here. Hightail it to A. Guys, the op is B. Okay, the Viper one-way's up. He's probably holding the cross for him. It might be like an anti-plant setup on A. Let's get the hell out of here, right? No. You know, no. I'm actually just going to peek. Oops. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. I mean, do we really want to keep doing this? Do we really want to keep doing this? This is the easiest form of gameplay for this guy. You're not making him work hard. You're not making him, you know, just think hard about the game. He's just sitting there, he's just doing whatever he wants. Exactly. Now they know that they can't go A, right? The setup has kind of been revealed here, and with that double runaway sound, Quick has now called them back. He left, guys. He left. We can come back here. They're going to gamble A. So at the end of the day, this isn't even that bad of a 3v5 situation, but Thieves is just playing that well. Bang's going to continue holding his one way, has 2 snake bites here to delay the plant, and he understands that now the clock is getting low. The win condition has changed. He doesn't need to face check this anymore. He doesn't need to kill all of them. He needs to molly the ground and buy time for the rest of his teammates to run over and help him. That's exactly what we're going to see happen.
They're doubling up this 1-2 punch.
Backing up, kind of like limiting risk. We're double holding here with EU. We have Shock Molly primed with a ping on the ground. Cove goes down. Shock Molly. Oh man, 2Es, that was fun, right? 150 to 8 HP. You're having fun, right? Keep planting that bomb, man. It's an awesome roll on this map.
2Es is down to like 10 HP.
12 seconds. Priorities change again. They understand that the only way to lose is letting them get the bomb down, so they just don't let that happen. It doesn't even matter who dies. Cryo continues to pick you off. 1 second. Let's peek for fun at this point. Let's get some fucking ACS. Who cares? And again, Thieves are relentless on this CD side. The opping, the team play, the coordination, the patience. Let's fucking go, man. Now, Thieves have been playing well on this defense side, but at the end of the day, Loud was also just playing like shit. I don't understand what the call or the idea is here. The context that we have on our minimap is that a Killjoy ult is about to bloom. We have a harbor wall that's cutting off the entire bomb site and snowman. We're about to run in and plant. Usually, we'd want to take this space, or at least make this space seem scary. Maybe we're throwing another smoke, we're making some noise, we're spamming, we're throwing something here and there, right? We don't want these guys to be able to walk up on us. Why? They're at a man disadvantage. They're going to take risks. They're going to gamble. We want to be in positions to punish that from happening. So we're going to see 2Es run in here and plant. Okay, I think I would have pitched the bomb away at this point, right? Quick, you're 1 HP, you know, maybe try to plant and let me play around. I've been planning all game. Less, you're in a position where you can't use your ult. Cowanzine, we're going to use your ult for the plant. They have wingman, right? It's kind of iffy. Yes, we can get like a free plant here, but what space are we willing to forfeit, right? If we're willing to forfeit all this space, we're probably just going to play the man advantage and the post-plant denial. Well, we don't really have a man advantage. We have a guy on 1 HP, we have a guy on the pistol, and we got a guy in mid, right? This isn't really a man advantage situation. They need to make this seem way scarier than it is. And I think the reason that Asuna makes this play is because the pit doesn't go down. I think he knows that Less is lurking, and he's just ready to gamble, right? So, plant's going to go in here. The Killjoy ult has expired. Asuna has snuck back in, and with the Cove actually being up, Asuna puts his wingman on the bomb and defends it. Here's our 1 HP player dead. Here's 2Es kind of just like panicking and trying to break it. Asuna repositions to yellow to live. We have to waste our Sova ult to buy time. Again, last round of the half. You haven't used your pit, Less. They know where you are. And he panic walks up mid because the bomb isn't planted for him, and he's just trying to play. A 4v3 is now a 2v3, and we're just zoned to main. Bomb isn't really planted well. We're going to cycle smokes. Do you see how Cryo throws this smoke? Try to one-way your jet smokes. Don't just throw them on the ground, right? People can move through them. When you one-way them like this, the angle becomes way wider, and you'll be able to see their legs and their feet before they can see you. Asuna still not peeking. Ends up double peeking with Cryo. I mean, at the end of the day, you can call this a bad play if you want. This guy's 20-4. He's not going to stop doing this. Don't be surprised. He's not going to stop. Stop going to him. For the first time in the entirety of the game, Loud will now not be making a major. Okay, so that's a Masters, that's an international tournament, that's the champs, right? They have missed out on a major. I mean, these guys have had some roster troubles. Quick really hasn't slotted in the way that they wanted. They're still working on it. They're doing this weird kind of like meta change. They're kind of playing their own game. They're not playing like, you know, ordinary. I don't really think that they're running the best agents on some maps. But at the end of the day, Sadak is the best IGL in the game. Okay, he's literally never missed a major up until now. Thieves are in form, like we talked about at the start of the video. I mean, Boostio has been putting these guys through the training camp. He has been building the confidence, and he has been leading with example. He does not care, okay? EU is slotting in as a great support player, and we see Bang and Asuna shining consistently. Xet Cryo is back, okay? Trigger warning, gore, okay? Bloodshed, murder, genocide. I'm going to flip this to defense stats, and you can take a look at what this guy just did. Okay, 2.3 rating, 450 ACS, 270 ADR. He went 42-9 on defense. Okay, this lineup could have had Jesus Christ on it. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Bill Gates, okay, anybody you want, you never would have won. He went 42-9 on defense. You lost, right? Loud's game plan, very kind of like lackluster, really showing on ICEBOX. The guy is just on one, right? Just run away from him. Stop going to him. Stop brute forcing it, right? At one point, are we going to consider, that this is a problem? We should stop doing this. Anyway, definitely tough to see Loud get eliminated in this knockout round. If you're a Loud fan, not the worst thing in the world. You are racking up a few points here. And obviously, we do have the remainder of the season going into champs. Your team is by far not eliminated. And I've been trying to say this at the end of every video that, just because your team is getting eliminated or whoever you support is getting eliminated, it's not the end of the world. This is a long season. Anything can happen, okay? The people who won the tournament last year, I will remind you, the people who won the tournament last year only won that tournament because a team upset 100 Thieves, MIBR, with an assistant coach playing as a sub, and he knifed someone. That's the only reason EG won. They were never even meant to go to those tournaments. That is the only reason they won. So again, anything is possible. Don't, freak out. If you guys don't know, I do offer Valorant coaching. If you want to get better at the game, join my Discord. Check out the options I have. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. All support lately has been crazy. Keep recommending me games that you want to see get reviewed like this. And other than that, thank you for watching. T-Dog out. Deuces.